Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's a very significant warning by the Defence Minister of India. I'm opening the debate tonight. Welcome General K.K. Sinha, Sushant Sareen from Indian side, Jabbar Chaudhry, Pakistani journalist, and Ahmed Hassan Arbi, also a strategic expert from Islamabad. I'm opening tonight with Gaurav Bhatia versus Irshad Ahmed. Gaurav Bhatia is national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and Irshad Ahmed is from the PMLN. Gaurav Bhatia ji, why do you feel, what is the meaning of this ... warning? Very unusual turn of phrase from the Defence Minister of India. He's also reading from a written statement, which means it's a very well thought out, सोच समझ के उन्होंने जो कहा है, ... इसका मतलब क्या है, इशारा किस तरफ है? गौरव भाटिया, प्लीज.
Arnab, as a proud Indian, today the world recognizes that India is one of the strongest countries in the world. It's leading from the front, and we have a leader like Narendra Modi ji, and therefore the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh ji is speaking with a lot of clarity of thought. The policy is clear, the message is strong, and I think that it has shaken Pakistan because of the clarity that it has. The message is very clear that either you dismantle the terror operations that go on your soil, or be prepared to get dismantled yourself. We have seen how the brave Indian Army was able to divide the old Pakistan into two. And we all know that the Pakistani have occupied the Kashmir that belongs to us. So therefore, time has come that we not only give out a strong message, but we also expose them to the international world how it is a safe haven for all terrorist activities. And today, our country is strong enough to teach them a befitting lesson if they don't mend their ways. And I remember Balakot airstrike and surgical strikes. You remember, Arnab, how they didn't even have a response because they were so feeble.
Yeah.
And thus, this strong message goes a long way to tell the Pakistani counterparts that stop this terror activity or be prepared to face the worst for yourself.
And thank you, Gaurav Bhatia, for your opening remarks. Irshad Ahmed of the PMLN on the Defence Minister's warning to Pakistan. Irshad ji.
बहुत शुक्रिया जी. मैं चाहूंगा कि मुझे आज सुना जाए जैसे कि आपको मैंने सुना. पहले तो मैं कहूंगा कि 78 साल से हम यही गिदड़ भभकियां सुन रहे हैं कि आप हमसे कश्मीर ले लेंगे और कश्मीर, आजाद कश्मीर को आप मकबूजा कश्मीर की तरह जुल्म बर्बरियत का बाजार गर्म कर देंगे वहां. दूसरी बात यह है कि आजाद कश्मीर के लोग बड़े मासूम और बड़े शरीफ लोग हैं. वो दहशतगर्द नहीं है, ना वो दहशतगर्दी करते हैं, ना दहशतगर्दों को पसंद करते हैं. और अगर आपने किसी दहशतगर्द जिसको कहते हैं आप, वो लोग हैं जो मकबूजा कश्मीर के मासूम लोग हैं. सुन लीजिए आप, मकबूजा कश्मीर के वो मासूम लोग हैं जिनकी फैमिली. आप सुनिए, लेकिन मैं आपके दरमियान में नहीं बोला.
मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ.
चुप करिए. मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ.
मैं आपसे सवाल पूछने का हकदार हूँ. मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ. मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ. आपने कहा ये गीदड़ भभकी है, तो मैंने आपसे एक सवाल पूछा. काउंटर सवाल ये है, 93,000 Pakistani soldiers surrendered and Pakistan was divided into two parts. Is it not correct? Am I wrong when I'm stating the history? Second, I have a question for you.
आप मुझे पूरा सुने यार, प्लीज मुझे बोलने दे, फिर आप बोलिए.
धन्यवाद. थैंक यू.
मुझे बोलने दे, फिर मैं आपको सवाल भी दूंगा, जवाब भी करूंगा. मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि जो आप दहशतगर्द जिनको कहते हैं, वो मकबूजा कश्मीर के वो मासूम कश्मीरी हैं जिनके पेरेंट्स को, जिनके खानदान को आप मारते हैं, वो आपसे बदला लेते हैं. उनको आप दहशतगर्द कहते हैं. वो आजादी की जंग लड़ रहे हैं हिंदुस्तान के साथ. दूसरी बात यह है, आप कहते हैं 93,000 आर्मी के लोगों ने सरेंडर किया. आप ये देखिए कि उन्होंने सरेंडर क्यों किया. अब मैं आपको बताऊंगा, सुनिएगा जरा बड़े आराम से. बात ये थी कि हमारे आगे भी बंगाली भाई थे, हमारा खानदान था, हमारी
I
नस्ल।
think
आप
being
सुनिए,
crisp is the
आप सुन
essence of
लीजिए,
a
मैं
good
आपके
debate.
सवाल का जवाब दे रहा हूँ।
We gave you enough time,
मैं
more than
आपका
what you
सवाल का
deserve. Now listen to me.
सवाल का जवाब दे रहा हूँ, आप सुनिए जरा।
इरशाद जी,
सुन ले पहले, प्लीज प्लीज
इरशाद
सुन
जी
ले, पहले मेरी
सुनिए,
बात
मैं
सुनिए।
आपका काउंटर वाइज एक रिबटल
जवाब
देता
दे रहा
हूँ।
हूँ।
सुनिए इरशाद जी, अब मैं आपको बताता हूँ गीदड़
आपने
कौन
सवाल
है।
किया, जवाब सुने ना।
पूरे विश्व
अब
की
जवाब
नजरों
सुने,
में गीदड़
हिम्मत रखिए
पाकिस्तान
आप।
है वन। Listen to me now. Listen to me. I'm sharing some facts with you.
पाकिस्तान का शेर बैठा है,
Imran Khan,
अकेला काफी है आपको।
former
आप
Prime
लोगों को
Minister
सबको
of
अकेला काफी
Pakistan.
है।
Do you
आप
know
मेरी
what he said? Please, Arshad ji,
सुन
this
रहे
is
हैं, मैंने
not
आपको
that.
बड़े
You know, that
तामुल
is
और
why
इज्जत
the
के साथ
Pakistani
सुने।
panelists
आप
are
मुझे
called
एहतराम के साथ
anti,
सुने।
because they don't listen to the
इरशाद अहमद, आई स्टार्टेड विथ यू, आपके साथ शुरुआत की। अभी
मैं आपको ये बता
देखिए
दूं,
ये सारे
सुनिए,
सेंसिटिव इश्यूज होते हैं। गौरव एक मिनट, गौरव आपसे कुछ कहना चाहता हूँ। गौरव भाटिया जी आपसे कुछ कहना चाहता हूँ। गौरव भाटिया जी एक मिनट इजाजत दें, प्लीज अलाउ मी। इरशाद जी एक मिनट, ये प्रॉब्लम देखिए, इसको कहते हैं सेंसिटिव इश्यूज। सेंसिटिविटी इनकी है कि जबकि कारगिल या 1971 के बारे में इनको जो इनकी बेइज्जती हुई उस समय, ग्लोबल लेवल पे बेइज्जती जो पाकिस्तानियों की, ये जब भी उनको याद दिलाते हैं सेंसिटिव हो जाते हैं। सो गौरव आप इनको माफ कर दीजिए, सेंसिटिव सिचुएशन है उनके लिए।
मुझे जवाब तो दे।
नहीं अभी ठीक है, अभी गौरव की बात सुनिए ना।
फैक्ट्स रखना चाहता हूं।
गौरव भाटिया ऑन द डिबेट राइट नाउ, गौरव भाटिया।
इरशाद किया है, सुनिए। Now, Mr. Irshad, you have to listen to us. First fact, Imran Khan has been your Prime Minister, not ours. Okay? Imran Khan admitted while he was being interviewed that there are 40,000 terrorists on Pakistani soil. So don't tell us. You know, there are more terrorists in Pakistan than engineers and doctors. Second, 123 designated UN designated terrorists found in Pakistan. Name another country, I throw a challenge to you, which has 123 UN designated terrorists. Third, Hafiz, मैं दूंगा, मेरे फैक्ट्स तो सुन लीजिए। पहला इमरान खान 40,000 टेररिस्ट ऑन पाकिस्तानी सॉइल, दूसरा 123 UN designated terrorists. Third fact, सुनिए, third fact, Hafiz Sayyid, who is a declared global terrorist, has been able to form a political party in Pakistan. Would you like, if your children are in Hafiz Sayyid's party, do you think they will bring prosperity to Pakistan? And in the end, I would say, we shudder to think that Pakistan one day can have a prime minister who is a UN global declared terrorist. Imagine. So such is your terrorism. That is the only industry that thrives and survives in Pakistan. And you are no match to a strong India led by Narendra Modi.
Gaurav Bhatia makes a strong opening remark on the Indian side. Ahmad Hassan Arbi, I think, let me analyze this and I'll explain this to you the way I look at it. And Ahmad ji, you can come in with Sushant Sareen on this subject. एक मिनट आपको मैं थोड़ी देर के लिए आपको मैंने रेस्ट दी है इरशाद जी। देखिए अहमद हसन अरबी जी, I'll tell you the way I look at it. We are going to take POK. We are going to take POK. POK हमारा है, हमारी upper hand है. We are a strong army, strong country, much better place. Nobody is going to support you. Everybody has a strong business and economic relationship with India. Nobody will support you. You know, that's the reality. And I think what the Indian Defence Minister is doing today is just a series of open declarations and warnings so that in the future, when we take POK, you can't go and complain anywhere in the world. We have already made your support to terrorism from the soil of POK an international issue. All these statements are on record. You saw the Defence Minister of India was reading from a prepared statement. Rajnath ji usually does not do that. You can ask Sushant Sareen, वो बिना कागज दे के पढ़ते हैं, मगर आज जो उनकी रिटन स्टेटमेंट थी उसका मतलब ये है, इट इज एन ऑफिशियल वार्निंग, इट इज अ सेटिंग ऑफ अ स्टेज, इट्स अ प्रेपरेशन, राइट? वी आर गोइंग टू टेक इट so that you don't complain later, and we can also go to any international court and say we don't want to trouble anyone, but if you are going to support terrorism from our own soil, we will take our soil back from under your nose. That's how I see it. I don't know how you see it, Ahmed, but I think you should only see it that way. Ahmed Hassan Arbi, please, from Islamabad.
Thank you, Arnab. पहले तो ये सेड दैट राजनाथ सिंह वो जो स्टेटमेंट वो पढ़ रहे हैं वो एक स्क्रिप्ट थी और वो सारा कुछ आई एम श्योर कि उन्होंने वो देखकर पढ़ी होगी, बिकॉज जो आप लोगों की हिस्ट्री है स्पेशली राजनाथ सिंह साहब की, आई एम श्योर कि वो स्क्रिप्ट इस वजह से देख के पढ़ोगे क्योंकि वो बाद में बॉलीवुड में यूज होना होगा, बिकॉज आप लोग इसके अलावा कुछ कर नहीं सकते। आप लोग अगर इतना ही आपको पीओके लेना है, आप पिछले 70 साल से कोशिश कर रहे हैं, आप ले क्यों नहीं सके अभी तक? और अगर आपने फ्रैंकली लेना ही है तो आप आए, बिकॉज दिस टाइम वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू गिव यू अ कप ऑफ टी, वी आर गोइंग टू मेक अ वेरी सॉलिड फर्टिलाइजर आउट ऑफ द इंडियन सोल्जर्स इफ यू एंटर पाकिस्तान एडमिनिस्ट्रेटेड कश्मीर, you get that and you are going to and you will be sent back in pieces. So सबसे पहले तो
see, I'll tell you one thing. Look at your record. Look at your record. Look at your record there. See,
Kargil war, what happened?
Now let me finish. About the
Kargil war,
terrorism.
what happened?
About the terrorism. You guys have
सलवारें पहन के सोल्जर्स को भेजते थे. You are such a coward.
About terrorism.
People who gave up their life for Pakistan who did not even come back to claim their bodies.
Blamed and ridiculed and humiliated by the entire world. The Five Eye Alliance calls you a terrorist.
We hosted the G20. What are you hosting? The terrorism conference with the terrorists of the world.
You have been
we hosted G20.
Canada,
what did you host?
in America, in Pakistan, in Bangladesh,
let me tell you, Arnab, let me remind them, the ex-foreign minister, Shah Mahmood said that Pakistani's army chief legs were shaking.
No, I think he's got excited. No, Gaurav, Ahmad has got excited.
Because all
Ahmad Hassan has got excited.
He's nervous.
He's got excited. I'll tell you. What?
This is the only thing that you can.
Ahmad, I want to talk to you. Ahmad, I want to talk to you. Gaurav, let me handle him. Let me handle him 1 minute. See, Ahmad, I'll explain one thing. You did these same things, right? You sent 10 people or 9 people on these boats to Mumbai for 26/11. 8 or 9 were killed. 1 was alive. His name is Ajmal Kasab. Then you got so scared, you said, 1 minute, allow me to tell you, you said he's not a Pakistani, and then after that, when the Indian army hammered you nicely in 1971, when you had 93,000 of your cowards on Indian soil, right, for the first time they got to eat properly when they were in our captivity. At that point of time, allow me to complete, at that point of time, you said you can do what you want to with the 93,000. Yeah, I will. No, listen to me. Then you said 93,000 are not our soldiers. Then eventually you begged for them back. We gave them back to you. Now you listen to the situation in Gilgit-Baltistan. You listen to the situation in POK. There is no food. There is no drinking water. There is no medicine. There is very little electricity.
And while we are at it,
see, 70% of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir has no energy infrastructure. There is no major hospital in the area.
And then we'll talk about Nagaland as well.
Nagaland is doing fantastically. Nagaland's per capita income is 3 times that of Pakistan. We're doing very well. I don't know which illusion you are in. You are an Islamic fundamentalist, as far as I can see. You are an Islamist. You are an Islamist. You are among those who think, that you have some influence in the world. See, Iran hates you, Afghanistan hates you, China doesn't care about you, and you are the world's largest exporter of donkeys today. You tell me one thing, why are donkeys one of your biggest exports? Why are donkeys one of your biggest exports? It is established fact, according to your finance ministry, one of the biggest exports from Pakistan are donkeys. Tell me why. Tell me why. You're not understanding the message. I was told that you're a serious analyst. You're not understanding the message that Rajnath Singh gave when he said ...
No, he did not say ...
He said ...
No, he did not say that.
No, we don't pronounce things. We are not Pakistanis. We are not Lahoris. You didn't get the message.
I got the message. These kind of messages have been given through the Indian politician for the past 70 years. आप लोगों के पास सवाए बोलने के और कुछ नहीं है. This is all the propaganda.
I think, viewers, I'll tell you one thing. When I look at these Pakistanis, I feel like giving them a solid hammering myself. Sushant, I don't think we should pull ourselves back this time. I think it's a great opportunity. We've opened up their western front. We've opened up their western front. They are torn apart on international relations, but they are living in some illusion of their own. I think we should grab the opportunity and break the country up. They are not going to change, Sushant. Lines will be opened in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Lines will be opened in a minute. What do we translate ... into, Sushant Sareen?
So, Arnab, one on this whole business of making fertilizer from Indian troops. There's a lot of fertilizer in the hills of Kargil, and a lot, even more fertilizer in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan, and more fertilizer is being generated every day, especially with these people because they also bury their dead, so it makes for very good fertilizer. So I think there'll be a lot of fertilizer going forward. Secondly, I was a little bemused when you were talking about export of donkeys. I wonder if you were talking about the two-legged ones or the four-legged ones from Pakistan, because both are being exported in big numbers.
Not the cow piss drinking ones.
The two-legged ones are also notorious for carrying out for grooming gangs and raping little girls. They do it to the minority girls.
That is the reason why Delhi is the rape capital of the world.
For example, these guys are
that is the reason why the ladies of the Naga army,
that is as far as the
protested without wearing clothes.
Does he know what is the capital of Nagaland?
That is the reason why India is the only country.
You know what is the capital of Nagaland?
Prime Minister who has a
You know what is the capital of Nagaland? Arnab, ask him, does he know the capital of Nagaland, since he's so interested in Nagaland?
You need to know the capital of Nagaland.
Of course you don't know you don't know, because this is now just an urban legend for you guys.
You see, Sushant, he's another frustrated Pakistani, you know.
Half-educated kind of characters who, Arnab, I don't know why you call them, but nevertheless, you call them and we have to...
Actually, his team...
Let's get back to... If you now shut him up, then I can...
A little less than begging.
Sushant, louder please, Sushant.
I don't even like talking to these people anymore. So, Arnab, here is the thing. I think what the Defense Minister was doing was... I think it's a significant statement, because it's now a kind of a policy of the government that there is a certain amount of ambiguity in how they are going to react to situations. It's your privilege as a person to say whatever you want to say, but governments do not, especially responsible governments, are not going to indulge in grandstanding, the kind the Pakistanis very often do and then get their backsides kicked. The government in India is not going to do this kind of grandstanding. So I think what the Raksha Mantri did was, when he said that ... it is part of that kind of ambiguity which you maintain over what your reactions are going to be. That is what it is. And I think that is pretty clear over the last maybe almost a decade now, that this is the way the Indian government is going to be reacting, especially when ministers speak in official gatherings. Then they are, there is a certain way in which
visuals.
Then it's a kind of a policy statement. So that is as far as the Raksha Mantri is concerned. Secondly, insofar as Pakistan and POK is concerned, look, I think we are going to bide our time. We are going to, already you can see the ferment in POK. The Pakistani media doesn't report because it's not allowed to report. There are very sketchy reports which come from the Pakistani media of the kind of restiveness which is there, not just in POJK but also in POGB. We saw, for example, the entire route between China and Pakistan through POGB was blocked because of the kind of the resentment which is there on the streets, around the roads, and they block the roads. In POJK, it's even worse. The kind of stuff which we hear in public meetings and public gatherings, the way the Pakistan army is abused, the way the Punjabis are abused, they're not only abused in POJK now, they're abused in Balochistan, they're abused in KP, even the Sindh is rising up in arms. So look, the situation is turning in a way that they're finding it difficult to control. The economy is broke now, these guys are celebrating, suddenly World Bank is giving us $20 billion. Now we'll have a good party. World Bank is giving you $20 billion over 10 years, which comes to about $2 billion a year. And that is also going to come with lots of terms and conditions, which basically means you can't party on that money. But, these guys have this habit, Sheikh Chilli economy, which they run, that, they build dreams out of nothing and then they start operating. So they are going to have problems, and we are biding our time. And yes, I think the Raksha Mantri is correct that India is not going to be complete until and unless we vacate Pakistan's illegal occupation, which will be done in the fitness. And as and when we think it's the right time to go in, we'll do it. It's already engaged in front. So I think it makes sense for us to buy and do.
No. Jabbar, 1 minute. I want to deal with Jabbar and Ahmad before that. See, you are having the same kind of overconfidence you people today that Musharraf used to have, Rahman Malik used to have. And you think that anybody will support you when we hit back and take POK? You know, you've got one thing coming. Nobody is going to support you, Jabbar. You know, you went crying everywhere. You also. And a lot of people with you were crying all over the world. You sent delegations crying that our sovereignty has been infringed on. Gaurav Bhatia remembers. You know, because when Osama bin Laden was found in a lovely, luxurious farmhouse away from Islamabad next to your military headquarters, right? Not in some tribal badlands. You kept saying, okay, Osama is here, we didn't know, we are very sorry, but how could you come into our soil? How could you do this? Then the world told you that you are nothing. The world told you you are nothing. As a country, you have no respect, you are nothing. The Americans came in and hammered you, we hammered you. You have no self-respect, you are a Sheikh Chilli economy, actually you're worse. You think anybody will support you. Now, Jabbar, instead of giving me that stupid smile, why don't you just answer my question? Who supported you when you went crying on Osama bin Laden? Who supported you? Name one country. Name one country in the world that supported you. Name one country in the world that supported you. When I'm asking you a serious question, give me a serious reply. Don't behave like a clown, making faces. You may be a clown, but you don't have to behave like one. My question to you is that when you went crying about Osama bin Laden, name one country in the world that supported you. Name one country now.
If I'm talking to a clown, if I'm talking to a clown, then how can I behave? So please listen to me, Arnab, listen to me. आज जो राजनाथ सिंह की जो बात सुन के जो मेरे पास जो उन्होंने डॉट का जो मुहावरा आज कसा है, मैं आपको बताता हूं कि उनका क्या मकसद है. हमारे यहाँ एक मुहावरा है कि जो गरजते हैं वो बरसते नहीं, और इसका इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेशन है कि सेल्डम डॉट
बोला ही नहीं, वो क्लीशेड सी पुराने सी बात. आप लोगों को बोलना भी नहीं आता है जब्बार जी?
आप सुन तो लीजिए.
जो गरजते हैं बरसते नहीं, किंडरगार्टन जैसी बात करते हैं. अरे गरज चुके हैं, बरस चुके हैं, बर्बाद कर चुके हैं, आपके देश को तोड़ चुके हैं, आपको कई बार पीट चुके हैं. आप रोते रोते हार जाते हैं. आपके मुशर्रफ अपने लास्ट दिन में भी कोसते थे कि कारगिल क्यों की, उल्टा बोलते किंडरगार्टन वाली भाषा. गौरव भाटिया को छोड़ दूंगा आप पे, आप चुप हो जाएंगे 2 मिनट के अंदर. लाइन्स विल ऑल्सो बी ओपन टुडे. गरजते हैं बरसते नहीं, इलिटरेट कॉन्वर्सेशन. कोई लेवल ही नहीं है डिबेट. गौरव कोई लेवल ही नहीं है. गौरव जी अपने लखनवी अंदाज में जवाब देंगे आज. गौरव भाटिया,
ये जो राजनाथ सिंह है ना 2016 में, उस वक्त ये इस्लामाबाद आए थे और
देखिए अर्ज किया है,
सुनिए,
दाद चाहूंगा.
गौरव वर्सेस इरशाद अहमद, दैट मे बी अ बेटर फाइट. गौरव वर्सेस इरशाद
के नीचे.
हाँ बोलिए, फिर से बोलिए गौरव भाटिया, कन्वे टू देम.
इनके पैरों के नीचे.
हाँ बोलिए.
यस, टू इरशाद. इनके पैरों के नीचे जमीन नहीं है. गजब ये है अर्नब, फिर भी इन्हें यकीन नहीं है. और मैं इनको 2 बातें बताना चाहता हूं. आर्टिकल 370 was abrogated by us. They went to the United Nations Security Council. क्या उखाड़ लिया? इरशाद जी बीच में मत बोलिए. आपका तो नाम इरशाद है, आपका तो नाम इरशाद है. मेरी बात सुनिए फिर अपनी बात.
बीजेपी इरशाद जी, आप 2 मिनट प्लीज. इरशाद जी होल्ड ऑन, रुक जाइए 2 मिनट बाद. गौरव भाटिया सुनिए, सीखिए कैसी बात, कैसे कही जाती है बात अपनी. ओके, इस बैंडविड्थ, पाकिस्तानी बैंडविड्थ भी खराब है. अहमद हसन को लाइए राइट पे.
झूठ का पलंग.
अगर बात सलीके से कही जाए तो हर बात सुनी जाती है, लेकिन आपके तरीके से अगर बात करी जाती है तो लताड़ पड़ती है. इसलिए सुनिए अर्नब, आर्टिकल 370 was abrogated by us. The Pakistani stooges went to the United Nations Security Council. Could they do anything? No. The entire world was with us. Do you know why? The world realizes if there is a country that is taking forward the entire globe, it is India. And if there is a haven, safe haven for terrorism, it is Pakistan. Second, a country is known by its sovereignty. I will cite two examples when their sovereignty, according to them, has been violated. One, when Balakot airstrike was conducted, they were shown their place. What could they do in return?
Nothing.
If any of the
Nothing.
Pakistani panelists could
nothing
answer
country
second,
could do nothing.
to rightly raise the issue of Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden was found in Pakistan. The American SEALs, Navy SEALs, entered their airspace. They eliminated Osama bin Laden. What could they do? They were still begging with a begging bowl in their hands. Either they are begging from the US or China. Their economy is less than the economy of Chandni Chowk of India. The entire
well said, sir. Well said, Gaurav Bhatia. Okay, Ahmad Hassan.
इतना इन्हें बोलने दिया
ये जो आपने
हम भी बोलने के लिए जवाब
अहमद हसन वर्सेस गौरव
आप मुसलसल बोले जा रहे हैं आपके मेहमान बोले जा रहे हैं आप उनको सुनने
अहमद हसन वर्सेस गौरव
करिए अच्छी भाषा में कुछ मजबूत बात करिए अर्ज करिए
अर्नब ने कहा कि अभी वो गौरव भाटिया को छोड़ देगा तो इंसानों को तो छोड़ा नहीं जाता उर्दू आप लोगों की मदर टंग नहीं है ये आपकी 1000 साल गुलामी का तमगा है आप लोगों के ऊपर अगर नहीं बोलनी आती छोड़ा इंसानों को नहीं जाता छोड़ा इंसानों को नहीं जाता मुझे तो
मैं एक और आप पे अर्ज कर देता हूं
इंसान नजर आ रहा है थोड़ा सा इंसान नजर आ रहा है गौरव भाटिया
सुनिए
उसको ऐसे तो बेचारे की तजलील
अब आपको सुनाता हूं उन्हें गुमा है कि मेरी उड़ान कम है मुझे यकीन है पूरा आसमान कम है
मुसलमानों की गुलामी
उन्हें गुमा है कि मेरी उड़ान कम है मुझे यकीन है पूरा आसमान कम है अरे आपको कुछ आता जाता नहीं है लगता आपकी पढ़ाई लिखाई जो है सिर्फ असलों में हुई है पढ़ाई लिखाई नहीं करी आपने हफीज सैयद के पास जाके प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनाना चाहते हैं उसे
आप उसको मुर्दार का
हमारी मत सुनिए इमरान खान की सुनिए इमरान खान वॉज प्रेजिंग आवर प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी जी Imran Khan said India is moving forward and Pakistan is going backwards.
See, I'll tell you one thing, Ahmad Hassan Arbi, the fact is, I have got with me a hero on the program tonight. His name is General KK Sinha. और मैं General KK Sinha की introduction कर दूं. He can himself tell you. देखिए इनकी तरफ, he is one of the heroes of Kargil. पाकिस्तानियों को मारने की बहुत experience है इनको. क्यों General Sinha? ये बोलते ज्यादा है पाकिस्तानी but when they face Indian guns, tell me how they behave. Tell the people of this country how the Pakistanis are when they face the Indian army. You have combat experience, you have hardcore experience in giving them a tough time. General Sinha, I want your response on that, and also I want your analysis of what the defense minister means by the ... threat today. And after that I'll open up to calls as well.
Thank you, Arnab. Thank you, Arnab, for giving me time and getting on your show. Arnab, you have asked me two things to do. First thing, tell them what happened in Kargil and how this Pakistani behave, because they have got a verbal diarrhea. They do it on terrible channels. But when it comes down to, brass tack on Madarat, they shit in the pants. Second thing you have asked me to decipher what exactly dash line of our Raksha Minister Rajnath Singh ji. First, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh ji. First, I will the first point which you asked me to tell you about what these people do actually on ground. I will not take you through 65, 71. I will just take you straightway in the Kargil. In the Kargil, I happened to, my battalion carried out about, more than 78 attacks. We were inside the Pakistan. We were sitting into Malto-Dhalu area. When the Pakistan, actually they started sitting in their pants, when the Indian Army actually reached those peaks. That is the time, we allowed them, because that was the policy of that time, that we allowed that we will not cross over the LOC, and we allowed them to go back. These people were begging us. They were leaving their dead bodies. We were, actually doing Supardo Khak of these people. We told them to take their dead body back, at least give them a burial. These people were shitting in the pants, and they shit like this. their commanders, the people of, people who are even sitting on your television channel, these people are like that. Now I'll come down to actual thing which you have asked me to decipher today. dash. Arnab, there is always a strategic timing and a strategic opportunities. चलिए साहब सुन लीजिए साहब आप तो पेपरों के टाइगर हो सकते हैं, हमने तो आपके जो लोग होते हैं ना उनको देखा है, when they're shitting their pants, when they beg for their life. No soldier. Wing Commander Abhinandan was there after Balakot. He was supposed to be your POW, na? He has shown you the guts. That is what the Indian Armed Forces people are. Do you remember Veer Chakra, Wing Commander Abhinandan? You were sitting in his pants. He was alone there after Balakot. That is what the Indian Armed Forces people are. Let me Arnab ask me the second very important
I have
come here today.
The second point, I want you to analyze the statement and the point being made on the ... the unfinished sentence of the Defence Minister.
Yes. Arnab, thank you very much. See, Arnab, I will start up. Sir, साहब सुन लें, जनाब सुन लीजिए. इरशाद साहब, आपको बहुत बार सुना है. साहब, आप दुबई में अच्छे लगते हैं उन क्लबों में, यहाँ आकर मत ना बोलें. सुनिए साहब. जनाब सुने, मौलाना साहब सुनिए.
बोलिए. Carry on, General sir.
Okay. Now I will just start. There is a strategic timing and opportunities. When Rajnath Singh ji has told today, 14th January is the Veteran Day. And today he has given, a statement. He has not given you after that Pulwama or Uri that we are carrying out when such a strike or Balakot. He has told you when we are opening thing and doing actually on ground. After opening the tunnel, he has given the statement. And absolutely reading from a script. Saab, sune. Today in the Durand line, the people, especially Taliban, who are sitting across in Afghanistan, in the Western Front, they are taking your area, and Taliban, 107 kilometers of the Wakhan corridor of Afghanistan is supposed to be in Balakot, in Gilgit-Baltistan area, which is supposed to be us. We are supposed to be neighbor of Afghanistan. This is exactly he is saying. Because not only POK, he says that we have got 8 figure great references of 38 those camps which we are, which are there operating and sending the terrorists. He said that you have to stop, otherwise ... What do you mean by ... mean we are going to take this, and this time all these 38 areas which is in a POK is going to be ours. It is not like that we are going to do a Balakot. We are not going to do a surgical strike and come back. This time, this 38 points in the POK, which lies 740 kilometers. And that's why he is reading from the script. This type of things came on 5th of August.
I think you're reading it right. I think you're reading it right. I think you're reading it right, General Saab. I'll tell you one thing. The Pakistanis do not have any geostrategic understanding. We are building a case. We are building a case before action. Our first call, our next call, we are taking calls tonight live. Manju is calling from Bengaluru. Manju, briefly, please. I'll take 4 or 5 calls, one after the other, to give our viewers a sense of how people of India are reacting to this conversation. Manju from Bengaluru, please.
Yes,
Manju.
Arnab sir, I'm very thankful to the opportunity. You are a fearless journalist in my nation. I am very honored to speak you on this, interact with you. And the thing what I want to say is they are in denial state. They are not open to the reality. Until and unless they are open to the reality, they will not be able to assess any situation. अब गजब के एक शायर बोला ना अपने पैनलिस्ट ने, उनके पैरों के नीचे जमीन नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी उनको यकीन नहीं है. वो सारा के सारा समराइज कर देता है इनकी सोच को.
Perfect. Fantastic. Manju from Bengaluru. Captain Christopher Verma from Mumbai. Captain Verma.
Good evening, Arnab. Good to
evening,
be
sir.
back on your show. I make a quick 4 points.
Go on. Oops, lost the line with Christopher Verma there. Ravi Iyer from Bhopal. From Bhopal, Ravi Iyer. Calls are buzzing tonight. Ravi, what do you think?
All the terrorist camp lying within our territory, that is POK. POK is our nation. So we should destroy all the terrorist camp over there.
Absolutely. We should surround them on all sides. It will also give us great strategic depth. And after that, Afghanistan and India can handle Pakistan or whatever is left very well. Yogendra Kapoor from Delhi. Yogendra Kapoor ji.
Yeah, Arnab, my question to the Pakistani panelists is that my understanding of ... means perform or perish. I would like to understand their point of view.
इरशाद जी बोलिए. प्रॉब्लम है आपकी पाकिस्तानी बैंडविड्थ कभी काम नहीं करती है, आपकी बैंडविड्थ भी नहीं है.
आप इसी तरह मार खाते रहेंगे तो आप मैं कह रहा हूँ कि बहुत बुरी हालत में आप लोग अपनी खैर बनाइए. देखिए जहाँ जाते हैं वहाँ से आपको निकाला जाता है, उतारा जाता है.
Okay, thank you. Subhash Bundela from Nashik. Subhash Bundela from Nashik. Volume down. Subhash Bundela from Nashik.
Hello.
Subhash ji, yes, from Nashik. Go on.
Yeah, Arnab, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Anna, with your permission, because these Pakistanis, they can't speak or understand English, can I speak in Hindi?
Okay, but, you know, yeah.
Yeah, Irshad Sahab, बात सुनो, न समझोगे तो मिट जाओगे पाकिस्तान वालों. ये जो ... है ना, न समझोगे तो मिट जाओगे पाकिस्तान वालों. तुम्हारी दास्तां भी ना होंगी दास्तानों में.
Well said, Subhash Bundela follows in the same line as Gaurav Bhatia tonight. All I want you to, no, Ahmad Hassan Arbi है, Modi का India है, you understand. The government is a Modi government, be careful, huh? And the people of India are strongly behind the Modi government.
2000 साल फिर से आप लोगों पे हुकूमत करें और फिर आगे आने वाले दौर भी आप लोग मुसलमानों की गुलामी में गुजारो, कम से कम अपनी जुबान तो बना लो यार.
अच्छा, Gaurav Bhatia is responding right now. Provoked once again, Ahmad Hassan Arbi. Gaurav Bhatia.
Superiority complex.
अर्नब, वो कहा जाता है ना कि दुश्मन भी मुझे खानदानी चाहिए, और ये खानदानी क्या होंगे अगर हमारी आर्मी गरजने और बरसने लगती है, इनकी पतलून गीली हो जाती है. और एक फैक्ट और बता दूं, शांत, ये फैक्ट है. देयर इज अ लेटर रिटन बाय देयर फॉर्मर एक्सटर्नल अफेयर मिनिस्टर महमूद कुरैशी. मत बोलो, ये सारे दांत टूट जाएंगे. नकली लगा के आए हो, मत बोलो. बदतमीजी करनी है, अगर फूंक दिया तो उड़ जाओगे. याद रखना,
कमी की वजह
याद रखना. इसलिए बीच में मत बोलो, बदतमीजी मत करो.
गौरव भाटिया कंटिन्यू प्लीज. गौरव भाटिया प्लीज कंटिन्यू.
तरफ अमेरिका की तरफ भिखारी. फैक्ट सुनो. former minister of Pakistan wrote to the ambassador to the US. And he said, and I'm reading,
National Security Advisor Ajit Kumar Doval,
Pakistani leadership. This portrays the diplomatic overtures of Pakistan in poor light. मतलब ये वो व्यक्ति हैं, इनको कहते हैं धोबी का कुत्ता, ना घर का ना घाट का. ये हर जगह से लात खाते हैं अर्नब. And they cannot compete with a powerful nation like India. Because today we are an economic power, 5th largest economy in the world, 5th largest economy, 4th largest stock exchange in the world. आप कहाँ खड़े हो, गधे बेच रहे हो, बताइए. You will compete with us. We have the 2nd largest army in the world, the bravest army in the world. आप कहाँ खड़े हो? Yes. बोलो क्या दगे कारतूस क्या बोले? अपने सोल्जर्स की डेड बॉडी नहीं ले जा पाए. इतने बड़े कायर हो, शर्म आनी चाहिए. पूरा
मैंने तो तुम्हें कुछ नहीं कहा भाई. वो अर्नब कह रहा है वो तुम्हें छोड़ेगा मेरे.
अहमद हसन अरबी, आई जस्ट वांट टू टेल यू, शायद आपके कॉम्प्रिहेंशन के बियॉन्ड है, शायद पाकिस्तानियों को समझ में नहीं आती है, बट द पाकिस्तान हाई कोर्ट, द हाई कोर्ट इन इस्लामाबाद told the government of Pakistan, please tell us the legal situation of POK. 1 minute, Sushant will explain to you. Sushant, the Pakistan sent its Attorney General the Attorney General told the Attorney General of Pakistan told, Ahmad, do you realize you are truly an empty cartridge? Can you understand one point? You have no explosive left in you. You are hollow. You don't explode properly. You're ringing hollow. You're making no sense. Please listen to me. Sushant, well, the Pakistani government acknowledged
that India is sitting on a power keg. Pakistan की economy खराब, Pakistan दुनिया में accelerate. तुम आ क्यों नहीं रहे फिर? What are you waiting for?
आएंगे ना, आपको जल्दी क्या है? हम आएंगे, आपको जल्दी क्या है? You can't.
आओ ना भाई, आओ.
No, 1 minute. Gaurav, he's in a hurry. Sushant, he's in a hurry.
You have been giving statements.
Anyway, when we come, we'll deal with you also. When we come, हम आपके साथ भी deal करेंगे.
वो तुम्हारा वो बिपिन रावत था ना, the clown that you guys had in the Indian army. वो कहता था कि
कश्मीर. Ladies and gentlemen,
उसके बाद वो देखा था how he was burned और उसका DNA नहीं मिल रहा था.
से बात करना, 2 कौड़ी के इंसान बिपिन रावत जी ने पूरी पाकिस्तानी आर्मी को बकवास नहीं बिल्कुल बदतमीज आदमी. अगर हमारी आर्मी के बारे में एक शब्द कहा तो ऐसा ठोकेंगे, गिनते रह जाओगे छेद कितने हुए. समझ गए? पता नहीं चलेगा किस छेद से सांस ले रहे हो, किस छेद से निकल रही है. बकवास नहीं करना.
आते क्यों नहीं?
किसी भी आर्मी ऑफिसर के बारे में एक शब्द मत बोलना. शेर है शेर, तुम्हारी तरह गीदड़ नहीं है. गीदड़ कहीं के. Dare you say a word about late Bipin Rawat ji?
That's true. I completely support that. Joshua Gupta is calling from Lucknow. I'll take 2 callers tonight. And the callers tonight are only to give the Pakistanis a clear sense of the feeling among the people of India, how fed up we are of you. We don't care about you. You are nothing. You're a nothing country. But you need to be eliminated from the face of the earth as a country. You're not a nation, but whatever is left also needs to be blown to smithereens. Joshua Gupta is calling in from Lucknow in the last few minutes of this debate tonight. Joshua, go on. Joshua Gupta, are you there? From Lucknow? I think I lost the line there with Joshua Gupta. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to go to Sushant Sareen once again. Sushant, give me a prediction. Do a forecast of this for us. You're seeing global changes. 2025 is going to be a very interesting year. Tailwinds are behind us. Read the situation strategically in the context of POK, please.
No, I'm not in the business of predictions, but I think the trend lines are pretty clear. The economy in Pakistan is not really picking up. There is some modicum of stability, but much of it is on borrowed funds, which they're begging from all over the world. The export markets are not picking up. Nothing is happening. They're depending a bit on remittances. Those could start drying up maybe in the future. So the economy is a problem. Because of that, there is restiveness. For example, in POJK, the kind of sloganeering which you are hearing is kind of mind-boggling for somebody like me who's been watching Pakistan for many years now. I've never heard this kind of stuff. The kind of resentment, the kind of alienation which is quite visible. And what is the response of the government in Islamabad? They plant these military puppets out there to try and control the situation. This Anwarul Haq fellow, yet another puppet. Nobody knows where he came from. He's planted out there. Somebody else in Balochistan. Those kind of clowns they've planted out there. So they are not able to control the politics of the place. And then there are new movements which are coming up, which are challenging the might of Pakistan. Never been challenged. There is a huge problem. And people like the guy who's right now on the screen with me, foul-mouthed fellow, he'll keep talking. Because he
Ahmad.
Brownie points with his masters in khaki uniform, like his leader of his party, who's also like a little puppet roaming all the place behind the army. This guy's something like that. So I don't even take these guys seriously. Another guy who's talking about pedigree. What is the pedigree of Pakistanis? They don't even know where they've come from. Most of them are Hindu converts. Most of them are, from what should I say? Unmentionable things. Most of them have been forcibly converted. And these guys now identify themselves with Arabs or, Afghans or Turks. Their DNA is not even that. So, these are people, colonized people, mentally colonized. ideologically colonized. What do you get from these guys? So I don't take these guys seriously anymore. I have nothing but a lot of contempt for most of them because most of them talk trash anyways. And frankly, just look at the way this guy talks. Look at the way he talks about a deceased person, right? It tells you about his upbringing. It tells you about his family background. And it tells you a lot about...
Listen, you can add him up to the list of your 3,000 gods. I don't care.
One minute. Arshad, I think you are foul-mouthed. I don't think you are a geopolitical expert. I don't think you are an international expert. You speak like, I don't know, an uncouth person. You speak like an illiterate man. You don't speak like a man with half an education. I mean, that's the way you are communicating. You don't speak well in any language, and it's beneath me to respond to you. Sushant.
It tells you a lot about the family he comes from, the background he comes from, the society he belongs to, that he talks in this kind of a language. So, I have nothing but contempt for these kind of people.
No, we don't understand that language. No, we don't understand that language. You're an uncivilized country and an uncivilized person from a bankrupt country to be talking like that. And that's what makes you what you are. Why do you think? Tell me, Ahmed, why are you in this situation today as a country?
Listen.
Is there any respect for you anywhere in the world? You've got to really come to terms with your situation in the world tonight.
Their passport is the fourth in the world.
Let me tell you.
Whenever they go,
let me speak.
Gabon has more clout than you.
This is the problem. This is the problem with you people.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have to close this debate tonight. I apologize for the language used by Ahmed Hassan Arbi. Unfortunate, but it only happens because maybe he says upbringing, education, or the frustration within, And the situation in Pakistan is so bad, they must be feeling bad within. But as I come to the end of this debate, let me record and summarize. I thank you all with Note Assist using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Ladies and gentlemen, India has made it totally clear that Pakistan must end its use of terrorism or face consequences. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh openly stated that terror camps in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir remain active. He has made it clear that Pakistan must act or be prepared for what follows, leaving his warning ominously open-ended with ... This signals India's readiness to respond, in my view, decisively. Pakistan must recalibrate its strategy or risk decisive action from the Indian side. There you have it, the precise reading of the debate in a simpler format using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Thank you for watching. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather.